What's up everybody, Chlorine King here. Thanks for tuning in for another video. In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace a water pressure switch for a Pentair Ultratemp heat pump behind me. You can see I already have it apart. I sort of got into it already without planning on recording, but figured this would be a good video to make. So let me show you the process, where I'm at now, and what else is needed to be done to get this system up and running. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, now I'm going to show you where I'm at, and before we show you what's left to do to get this done. So I originally came out here because our technician found that when the system was running, that there's a lot of water pouring out on the bottom of the heat pump. And what we figured out it was the water pressure switch has failed and was allowing us to leak from it. And so what you have to do to get to that point is undo all these bolts that go along the outside of the heat pump there. There's one down there, one there, and then just a whole bunch throughout there to get this panel off. And where the water pressure switch is located is right here into the plumbing. Basically right where the intake comes in. It's gonna be right there. And you can see this harness here is what was connected to the pressure switch. That was letting the heat pump know that it was working properly, but it was leaking so bad it might be hard to see. There's a bunch of water sitting on the bottom of the heat pump. It's because it was just literally pouring out of the bottom of that pressure switch when the system was on. So we're replacing a new one. So I've gotten as far as I showed you in the last clip. I got it removed. You can actually see the hole right there. I got the old pressure switch removed, and what you can see is this is what the new one is and what it's supposed to look like. You can see it's brand new, of course, and the part number for that is right here. It's 473605 Zulu. And then this is what the old one was, is what came out, and this is what failed and what was causing all the water to leak out when the system was running. And then this here's a little boot that goes over it. So what I'm working on now is just getting some Teflon tape on here, and then the boot put back on if I can. It's very rigid, and you can see it cracked already as I found it. So I'm gonna try my best to reuse this, and then we'll show you how to get it the new one installed to stop this from leaking. All right, you can see I got the new one back in the boot. I did modify this a little bit up here. It's difficult. You can see that second contact that's sort of recessed in there. The boot cover came all the way over, so it's been very difficult to really get the connection made with how brittle and stiff this is. I'm sure when this was new and pliable, it was no big deal, but just wanted to make it easier to make that connection. And then from there, you see I Teflon taped it as well. Always want to go in the opposite direction that you're turning, because you want to make sure that the Teflon tape is tightening as you're tightening the device into the plumbing or filter or whatever it is may be. So now we're going to take this, thread it in, and then we're going to take the connection, the flag terminals, and plug them in. We should be good to go. All right, so you can see now that we have the new pressure switch threaded in. As far as the depth of it, you don't need to bottom it all the way out, but I do like to have some Teflon tape exposed there at the top to make sure the very top of this connection is sealed. And as far as these two leads, it doesn't matter which goes where. All it is doing is opening and closing the circuit to verify if this is operating properly. So I could very well just switch these and the system wouldn't know the difference. So nothing to worry about there. So now that we got the new one in, we're going to go ahead and run the system and verify that this is no longer leaking with a new switch installed. All right, so the system is under pressure, and as you can see, there's no more water pouring out there. So I would consider this job complete. So all we have left to do is put this cabinet back on, and we can go on with our day. All right, guys, so that is how you replace a Pentair Ultratemp water pressure switch. Say that 5 times fast. You can see I got the panel back on, and the system's up and running with no leaks. So it's a very quick repair. It's, you know, if I wasn't recording, it's probably a 10 to 15 minute job top, start to finish, but want to show you the process because it's one of those things where a lot of people don't do videos on repairs like that. So I wanted to definitely show you guys that. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. Like and subscribe, and don't hesitate to share this video, of course. And if you guys are interested in any coaching or help with your business or tips and tricks along that way, check out my Patreon link below. I really appreciate all my supporters. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day, and we'll see you next video. Take care.